right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. I just want everyone to know that I was here like 15 seconds ago, but I figured I would wait, let the music really hit its crescendo just for you. Just for you. I let you get the full music experience before I came in. You're welcome. Anyway. We're back. Elden Ring. If you couldn't tell. I don't hear any music. My ass. My ass. You don't hear any music. First things, I am very curious if I have a specific talisman, because friend of the show Owen was like, your talismans aren't it, man. He was like, Sacred Scorpion Charm makes sense, right? He said that makes perfect sense. But what he asked me, what we had a little gentleman's debate about, well, in Erdtree's favor, he was like, I feel like you're far enough in that you shouldn't be using it anymore. I'm still using it until I have something that's like notably better. But he was like, why do you have Curved Sword Talisman? This one, he was like, why? Why do you have that? So, I'm open to considering removing it, but I don't know, man. I don't feel like we've got anything worth replacing it with. I did peek at the like wiki list of talismans to be like, what could I replace it with? And I thought maybe Ritual Sword Talisman. This was the one I was wondering if I had. Maybe this one. More attack power, good, but it's only when my health is at max. New Bones, thank you for the sub. I might try it and see, because it could be really good, or I could just do what I do and always be taking damage and never get the benefit, right? Hold on. I do have a key. Okay. I was like, I know that I came back here because there was a locked door somewhere, but I didn't remember if I had gotten it or not. I guess not. So that's where I'm starting today. Oh, I also didn't pull up my map. We'll get there when we get there. Once I need my map, I can look at it. Once I need to find all the fun stuff. But there's a locked door down here somewhere. Ow. Ow. See, I already lost the benefit of the Ritual Sword Talisman. Here. Still here? Still here, you say? Where do you think I am, Ryan? Oh. My message was a praise? It was, could this be a dog? Not the one that we spent so long painstakingly crafting the perfect Elden Ring note. No, that's not the one that got upvoted. 311. Dog is a classic. We're not necessarily still here. We did clear this whole place if I actually was in this exact dungeon, which it might have just been another catacomb, to be honest, because we did a lot of catacombs the other day. But even if it was, we cleared it. It's just that there was a door down here that was locked. Like, I needed a key. And I found a key while elsewhere. So now I'm back. Ow, bitch. These guys are weak to holy, aren't they? Because they're undead. Because that did a lot of damage to them. Ow, ow, ow. Hold on, let me see that again. Let me see Wrath of Gold on these guys again. That's 0 charge as well. I'm not even holding the button at all. I wonder how much it would do to them if I charged it. Now I'm genuinely curious. I'm never gonna craft. My brain, my stupid gamer brain wanted to go and pick that flower. It was like, no, it's important. We need this flower. No, we don't. I'm never going to craft anything. Ow. The real benefit was the friends we made along the way. I thought that was the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I thought that was the friends we made along the way. Okay. Thank God it's not double locked. For a second, I couldn't see the bottom one. This is the room. It better be good. I don't know what I'm opening this for. Is that good? Lightning Scorpion Charm. Raises lightning attack. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we got that. Right, so outside of that, I was making my way up into Mount Gelmir. Where was the other place that I needed 2 keys? Oh, it's the ruins here. Right. I need 2 keys to enter that. I currently got none. So, I guess we'll just head back up to Mount Gelmir. I kind of forgot that I was even making my way up here, to be honest. I thought we were still in Altus Plateau. This is the wrong... Yeah, this is where I was. That's like Volcano Manor, Mount Gelmir. I was doing proper Mount Gelmir things. Real quick. Since we're at the start of stream, now might be a good time to clear all my pocket runes. Sure, there's a way. Cheat engine is for bitches. I know the way. I'll just never stoop so low. I'm not like tomfoolery. I'm not like him. Tom does use cheat engine in Elden Ring just to give himself like a pre-built character, for the record, without needing to work for it. Just so everyone knows that he does that, he does that. And he actively encourages me to do that. But I won't. I have integrity. Although he's been playing Elden Ring like all morning, not to out him, but like I have him on Steam. He has been playing Elden Ring all morning. So I think that this time he's actually playing a character manually to prepare. Yeah, that my FP bar needs to get brought up now that we're starting to get into some incantation territory, finally. It's time to bring up that FP bar. Have I seen Smiling Friends? No, I haven't heard of it either. When is DLC coming? On Friday. We're cutting it close in terms of how long I have to prepare. We're cutting it close. But we should make it. At the pace we're at right now, we should make it. The pace we're at with where we're at. We should make it. Up the ass. Thank you. Up the ass. Thank you. Don't touch me. I feel powerful right now. Just me? Do I look powerful? Because I feel powerful. Try pickle. I feel very powerful. Maybe this ritual sword talisman is kind of my thing. It's a big damage buff. Like, it is, like, you know, I only get the damage buff when my health is, like, actually full. But it's a pretty big buff. Oh, come on. I hit his pumpkin head. Oh, oh no. Okay. For a second, I was like, is it not an enemy? Is it just a flower? Thought I saw someone lurking over here. I don't really know, like, what I'm moving towards right now. Because I feel like... Didn't I... Maybe not. I could have sworn that I was going... Wait a second. Oh yeah, I am moving up in the direction I thought. Okay, never mind. I'm just crazy. We're going the right way. Spent like an hour on the spaceship level. Is that the one? I think I remember that one. It's got... It's the one where you have to like go and rescue an AC from like within the ship, right? And the ship is just a goddamn maze. Like, it makes no goddamn sense at all. And I remember just getting super lost, if it is the level I'm thinking of. There is nothing up here. Other than, like, one enemy. Wait a second. What was that? There's another enemy out on the ledge. What are you hiding? No horse ahead? Okay, he's hiding nothing. What about the other ledge? Also seemingly nothing? Yeah, invisible wall. Okay. That's, a bit disappointing. I really... You know, I expected something to be up there. Two big tubes. Yeah. Yeah, it is the one I'm thinking of then. Wait a second. I came from down there. Oh, I've already been up that way, but there's more, seemingly, at least. Hold on a second. Did I clear the Gelmir hero's grave? Because I've clearly been there. I don't feel like I would have left if I didn't. Like, I wouldn't have gone back to the other cave to, like, use the key had I not cleared the place out. I don't think I would have, at least. Oh boy. Can you not? Can you leave me alone? Uh-oh. Come here. There we go. Yeah, so I definitely, like, got up to here. Oops, I thought that the targeting would, like, fix it for me. I thought I could do a little side jump and my guy would just, you know, figure it out. I must have cleared the hero's grave. One way to test is just to, like, step inside past where the grace is and see if I can fast travel out. I don't actually think I can make it up there. It seems like that only is like if you're coming down from this way. How much do I need for a level right now? 75. Fuck. That FP bar is gonna take a bit to buff up, let me tell you. Oh boy. Because how much does... what's it called? Wrath of Gold. Yeah, it uses 40 FP. And my FP bar at max is 100 right now. So max FP bar, I only get 2 activations of my actual good incant. Yeah, so I did clear this then. Okay. Let's take the elevator back up and let's go the other way. Like further up the mountain. FP is for nerds? No. FP is for the holiest of warriors. Okay? Let's get it straight here. I am a warrior of the fingers. The 2 fingers, to be exact. The holiest of holies. And to do that, I need FP. The fuck is that? That's certainly one of the Erdtrees of all time. Oh, that's the road to Volcano Manor down there that has the Erdtree. We're not going that way yet. Torrent? We have platforming to do. Maybe not, actually. I thought we were gonna have to do a little bit of jumping to get over here, but no, this is kind of just a nice bridge. Never mind. Yeah, there's always a catch up here in Mount Gelmir. On Mount Gelmir, not in. Whoosh. Boosh. Damn. Yeah, I do like this new talisman setup, to be honest. I do think this is an improvement. I can admit where I was wrong. Ritual sword might just feel a little better. Maybe. I can admit it. That damage output. It's new, is the thing. I wasn't outputting damage like that before. Oh, Volcano Manor. Soon enough. I'll get there. Although, I don't know. Volcano Manor is an area that I typically do before Leyndell. But I'm not really sure if I want to do it that way this time. Like maybe I might do like all of the actual Mount Gelmir stuff. But then once I get to the manor, we might do Leyndell first. Kitty, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Just because Leyndell has all the stuff that's really gonna open up the build, really gonna put us on theme. So I might want to do it before Volcano Manor. I feel like they're about the same in terms of like the enemy scaling and stuff. I feel like they're genuinely right in the same ballpark in terms of like difficulty and how late you should approach them. Could be wrong on that, but it feels that way. These ladders, oh, they go up to different places. Oh, no, I guess there's just like 2 different ladder routes to get up the mountain. Yeah. I feel a little over leveled for this area, so maybe Volcano Manor would be fine. I was told the sync is good. It seems Like, it looks very delayed to me, more than usual. But I'll take your word for it. It seems like it would be out of sync, because normally there's like a tiny delay between the computers, but today it's like a very noticeable delay. Something seems wrong. Oh God. My gut is telling me something is wrong, technically speaking. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I'm sensitive to it. I don't trust it. What is this new helmet? Oh no, that looks awful. No. No. Just keep climbing. I already used my physic. Fuck. I'm gonna have to chug a flask if I want my damage bonus back. ID 10. What the fuck is an ID 10T error? Uh-oh. This should be fine. Surely. Bah! Up the ass. Don't do that. The screaming thing. I don't care what you do with your ass. It's your ass, not mine. Oh my God. Can we all calm down a little bit? Ow. I whiffed. Uh-oh. There's a lot of you. Ah. Ah. Oh my God, there's another one. We do it the old-fashioned way. Jesus. What a bunch of bitches. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now. When I see, like... Oh. Do I want to go there, or do I want to go further up? I guess let's go here. There's a grace here. I was going to go the other way. It seemed like the way to go. But I see grace. And a big... what's it called? A spirit spring. My dumbass wanted to say a big jump. I see a big jump. Hello. Oh no. Okay, I maybe should have drank that before coming up here. This is fine. I've trained for this moment. Ah, fuck. Oh my God, that's early. Oh, that's lucky. Ah! I think we're gonna be fine, to be honest. I think we're gonna be fine in this fight. But I can't tell, like, where do I want to fight him? Inside the crater? Or, ow, what the fuck, camera? Or outside of the crater? Like, neither of them are necessarily comfy. Both of them feel a little awkward here. This arena kind of sucks. Oh my. That was so much more delayed than I thought it would be. Oh no, that did hit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I don't like when you, okay. Okay. Working towards an Eleonora's pole blade build to have it ready for DLC, but it's a new game plus build. Or sorry, it's a new game build. And I've not gotten begun at all. Not bad for a first try. I thought that was it. I just got screwed by like one bad like charge move. I wasn't in a good spot to deal with it. And I panicked. But that wasn't so bad. Also, hello, Mikkel. So the DLC, is it confirmed that it's what's it called? It's coming to PS4 and Xbone then? Because I know that it was like kind of weird and we weren't really sure for a bit, but I never heard like any confirmation one way or the other. Oh, for fuck. I actually wonder. No. Just, oh, what the fuck is that hitbox? FromSoft? Uh-oh. Oh, I hate this arena. What? Oh my. Oh. Uh-oh. That would probably be a good opportunity to hit him with fire. Oh, that was weird. At least if I'm close to him. That was lucky. Oh, I don't have enough time there. Yeah, that's not safe. I thought that might be another good time. I was wrong. Fuck. Haha! We iframe those. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Why did you run to the side? Oh, that's normal. Totally normal. Bad idea. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna even think about it. Shit. See, that time I tried to wait. Since I keep rolling that early. I don't think you can roll into it, like, at all, to be honest. I think that the active frames on the attack are just longer than your iframes on the dodge roll. I need adaptability, damn it. Let me level adaptability, Miyazaki. Whoa, there's a follow-up now? Shit. Ow, fuck. Yeah, if you just go a little to the side, it's fine. You just can't roll into it. I keep doing that. Oh. We're fucked. So boned. Maybe not. Check this out. Stupid bitch. Imagine letting me do that. That's crazy. Oh, shit. You'd think I would learn with the whole calling bosses in games a stupid bitch. It's kind of a pattern that, like, only bad things ever happen after I say that. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Not like this, man. Not like this. Oh. Oh. Was that only like 3 tries? That was pretty good. That wasn't so bad. I think that was 3rd try, right? Praise the Tarnished. Is there not a grace up here? I don't know why there would be. I just kind of thought there would be. Where's the ladder? The parry god? I didn't parry shit. I don't even have parry. Where is... Set up a B camera just for me of his feet. I wonder... No, Ryan's just being complimentary because the DLC's coming up and he wants more Elden Ring. That's all. That's all. Don't let it fool you into thinking it's anything else. That wasn't so bad. I mean, I think I'm a little over-leveled, to be honest with you, but that wasn't so bad. Bum bum. Look, I'm a supporter. Only 20 months, Skull. Mickle, you cannot. You guys have the same emblem, right? You have the same badge. It's close enough. No, Mikkel, you can shame any of the members that you so please as long as they have a badge that is lower than yours. I think that's only fair, right? I think that's only fair. Boosh. Boosh. Man, why would you ever use parry when you could just do this shit? I'm really starting to come around on this playthrough to like, maybe Barricade Shield is just the best shield Ash in the game. Legitimately. It's just using your shield for like minimal FP cost. I mean, what does it even cost? Can I look? 12. It uses 12 FP to activate. And it's literally just a normal shield. No timing requirement, no execution requirement. It just doesn't use like any of your stamina to block attacks. No fourth yet. Where do you get the fourth talisman pouch again? Or not the fourth pouch, but the pouch for the fourth one. You know what I mean. Because I just don't think we're there yet. Is it Piss? Piss Boss? Is that where you get it? Yeah, we talked to the boss. What? Yeah, Piss Free. That's why. Because we haven't done Piss Free yet. That would be it. I thought that's where it was. Guard counters are harder on a slower weapon. You're probably right. Parries are cooler. You're not wrong. But like, for ease of use, like you compare effort put in to benefit out, right? And Barricade Shield is honestly ridiculous. It shouldn't be this strong. It's like the most zero effort Ash for like the most reward. And I say that as someone who played their first playthrough using Rivers of Blood. Which, Corpse Piler is up there. Not as high as it used to be, because, you know, nerfs have done my boy dirty. But it's up there. Honestly, at this point, the Sonaf Ash, you don't get a lot out of it for how long the windup is. Because, like, it doesn't seem that bad. But when you're in a boss fight and you have to do, like, all this and kind of stand in place doing it, it gets pretty rough sometimes. Depends on the boss. Most bosses, it's rough. Oh, this shouldn't be bad. You know, chat, I think we'll be fine here. I think we might be fine. Oh. We whiff, but we strike back. One from, wait, Margit gives you the first one? Is that right? It's really Margit? Putch. Pouch. The fuck was that? Oh, that was my talisman kicking in. It is Margit? Really? Why does that feel too early? Why can't you parry with this build? Because you can only have one ability like on your shield. And I don't have the parry ability on my shield. Instead, I have Barricade Shield, which just lets you sit here like this and buff it so that it costs like 0 stamina to block attacks, and you can just sit there and tank everything. It's not as flashy as parrying, but for being on theme with like the whole Holy Night thing, pretty cool. Here we go. I was like, I thought there was more that I just didn't explore yet. Yeah, so when I get pissed at people being like, bro, just parry. This boss is so easy, just parry. It's because I don't have parry on the shield. That's where I was losing my mind the other day when people were like, bro, just parry him. Because it's been happening the whole playthrough. It didn't only happen the other day. Like, I just constantly, people are like, this guy's so easy if you just parry. Can I have 2? I can. I don't. Beta cuck barrier shield versus Sigma male parry shield. You know, you are free to think what you do. I think barricade shield is the sleeper shield dash. I gotta say. I feel like I even out the... I feel like I get my Sigma male quality from having Ritual Sword Talisman, no? From like the big damage on the build only being available when I'm at max health. I feel like that evens things out a little bit, right? Because with Ritual Sword active right now, my damage is great. Without it, not so much. I'm not gonna read it out loud because then I'm gonna start saying it. I refuse. I know how this whole slippery slope of like ironically saying Zoomer shit goes because I've been through this cycle so many times now. Surprised you don't have Golden Vow. I haven't been up to Leyndell yet. That's the thing. Like all of the crazy holy stuff that I actually want is in Leyndell. It's a sleeper build because the game literally plays itself with that brain dead ass shit. Just bind the funny button down and go take a nap and you win. Look at this guy. Go to the city? I don't wanna. It's not time for the city yet. The city is gonna have so much good shit for the build though. It's gonna be such a nice payoff, like once we start getting the incants and the new weapon and stuff, once we're there. It's time. Oh shit. Oh shit. Bad time to try to do some goofy stuff. That was not my moment. Uh-oh. Hold on, Jess. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but Jess is here as it did. Did you see that Tripwire put out a statement on the feedback to like all of the Killing Floor 3 stuff so far? And their feedback, or sorry, their statement was pretty much like, you know, the game isn't even in alpha yet, so if you guys aren't loving some of the things, and particularly they talk a lot about what everyone's been talking a lot about, and that's like the whole kind of hero shootery stuff where like instead of perks they want to have characters that kind of take the role of perks, but then every character is going to have like an ultimate ability, kind of Overwatch style, where like once the meter fills up you can like press Q to get your giant ability from the character sort of thing. They were pretty much like, yeah, we're open to maybe backstepping this a little bit. Because at first, when I think it was you that brought up, like, I hadn't heard the character thing before. And at first I was like, oh, well, that's fine. Like, just having characters do the perks thing. Because, like, honestly, I always just play as the same character anyway, because everyone knows that Mr. Foster is the best Killing Floor character ever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Mr. Foster. So I was like, you know, it might actually give me some variety. Like I might have different voice lines as I play. Might be nice to have that for once in a Killing Floor game. I don't know. But then I found out about like the ultimate ability thing, and that's where I was kind of like, ah! Although a lot of people have brought up that those ultimates are probably just gonna be, what's it called? Pretty much like the Z-time abilities in KF2, just bound to an ultimate instead. Also, Paolo, thank you for the sub, appreciate it. So like when you're playing demo, like the nukes, instead of being a Z-time only thing, would be like on a cooldown sort of thing, and you press a button manually to activate it. About ultimates? Oh no, it wasn't rumors. They like showed it in the footage of the game. Or no, I don't think they showed footage, but I think they talked about it in a blog post or something. They talked about like characters having ultimate abilities that are on a cooldown throughout the match and like fill up as you kill Zeds and stuff. I don't remember if they showed it in the like overview or if that was in the blog post, but they said it themselves, which was where everyone was kind of like, I don't know about that. But honestly, if it is the Z-time thing, that would be fine. That would be fine. I could live with that. If it's just like, you know, demos, nukes get thrown on there. I'm trying to think, what else? Oh, medic, like releasing the healing waves during Z-time, just being on a button instead. Stuff like that could be, that could work for me. But if it's just something stupid, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, how could they, oh. What? Oh shit, Anastasia, leave me alone. I thought this was in Landell. We literally just talked about Golden Vow. It's just chilling here in a shack on Mount Gelmir. I thought that this was one of the many, many incants in Landell. Oh shit. Oh my god. Her weapon, even with barricade shield, is just burning through my stamina. Ultimates would be good. Yeah, I don't know. How could they do it in like the worst way possible where I would fucking hate it? Maybe if like demo, maybe they put like C4 on their ultimate or something like that. I'm just spitballing like what is the worst possible way they could do it. Ooh, there's a stone sword key. I need one more still, but there's one. That would be awful. If C4 or something like that, they were just like, oh yeah, this is like the best weapon on the perk. We're just gonna bind it to a cooldown and a button. I would hate that so much. How the fuck do I get there? Is that only accessible from Volcano? No, I swear there's a way to get to Volcano Manor without the quest line, right? I'm not crazy. Like, obviously I could just go there. I have graces there already. But isn't there a way up to that side without the quest? Only being able to use that at 25? That would be interesting. We don't really know much about the perk leveling either now that you mention it. No clip. Hey, once again, you know, Tom may cheat in Elden Ring, but I don't. Oh, Rhea Lucaria? Really? So it's either you do the quest with like the hunchback lady, or you find something to teleport you there in Rhea Lucaria. So there's no just natural way to like walk up there then? I could have sworn there was. Yeah, Golden Vow. We have it. It's good. You can get there by walking? I thought so. I just don't know where is the thing. Because like that bridge is broken and you can't get it. Maybe from Wait, past the falling star? Oh. But then how do you get to this Erdtree here? Yeah, we just did the falling star, like maybe 20 minutes ago or so. But then, what about this? What about the Erdtree that's right here? Oh shit, that's not an Erdtree, is it? Is it? It's kind of like a dead Erdtree. Is there just nothing that... No, because there was an item right on that ledge. What about this? What about this? What about that? How do I get there? I want there. This is gonna be nice to have Golden Vow. Oh my holy FP cost. 47. That's like half of my FP bar. And I've leveled this shit. Not a lot, but I've been leveling my mind. And that's still like half my FP bar. Oh, yeah, there's just that, isn't there? Around the entrance to the manor? What? If they oversaturate the pool with characters, I don't even want to look at Overwatch 2 because I think I'll get overwhelmed by all the characters and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. I think there will be more perks because like every subsequent release of Killing Floor, from like the mod to retail to Killing Floor 2, like each game does have more perks than the last long term. But normally they launch with not every single perk implemented. Actually, I think Killing Floor Retail might have, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. Retail may have launched with all the perks, like all 7? Yeah, 7. Killing Floor 2 has 3 new perks compared to 1. I think all of them might have been there at launch. Killing Floor 2 launched with 4 perks. I've mentioned it before. I played a lot of Killing Floor, like right at the very release of early access. I was there because I loved Killing Floor 1 back in the day. When Killing Floor 2 came out, I remember playing that game when there was only Berserker, Medic, Commando, and Support. Those were the only 4 in the game at launch. And then over time, they added the other 6. Then the 36. Is it 36 characters in Overwatch 2 now? God damn. There's a path. Okay. Right around where I'm at. I'll look for it. Got bored waiting on the DLC and have decided to do the bow-only run on a new character. I hate it. I feel like it would be a fun challenge, but also maybe not. I don't know. Like, it seems fun in theory, but it might be one of those things that actually sitting down to do it would just not be fun, right? Oh yeah, there's clearly stuff down there. Okay, let's go back up this way a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many Killing Floor 3 will launch with either. Because, like, they might do the Killing Floor 2 approach. The game looks pretty early in the trailers. And early access launch is coming in January, right? I think they said. So... honestly, I would think, like, 5 perks, or I guess 5 characters at launch is probably a reasonable guess if I'm just eyeballing where the game is at right now. I would expect it to be like 5 characters in early access launch. Which I like, having Killing Floor with only 4 perks might sound crazy for anyone who didn't play it back then, but it really wasn't. Because like they just wanted to make sure that the fundamental like game was working and like, you know, the design was good and everything before they started expanding it. I honestly would rather have them do that Like, just launch the game in a super early state. Don't, like, it doesn't matter if there's... How many maps were in? I think Killing Floor 2 had like 3 maps in the early access release too. And like 4 weapons per perk as well. Like, there was legit your starting weapon and then like a tier 2, a tier 3, and a tier 4 for every character. That was the game, like, when it first dropped in early access. And as light on content as it might sound, like, they had an update like every 2 months or so that just, you know, every time they updated, they would add more stuff. And everything they added just felt good. Because, you know, they were taking their sweet ass time. And it just worked. Oh God. As a base character, Mrs. Foster, there's no way she'll be base character. At least I don't think she will be. Ubisoft blocked a history professor from the University of Tokyo for criticizing the historical inaccuracies so far. I mean, as funny as that is, I said it before when talking about the Assassin's Creed Shadows controversy. Assassin's Creed has literally never been a historically accurate franchise. Ever. Like, from the very first game, it's been loosely historically accurate, but it's a fucking Assassin's Creed. Like, they do super inaccurate shit throughout the entire runtime of every game in the series. So I have no idea why this new game not being like perfectly accurate has like Twitter and Reddit up in arms over this game. It makes no sense to me. Whoa! Okay, that was like instant Death Blight proc. What the fuck? That was so fast. Oh my god. That's a new one, I gotta say. Talks about the Wombles. She does have one of the best lines in the game. I don't know if I would say it's the best. Chins up, tits out is a very funny voice line. Fucking shit. Have had realistic depictions of the eras they're in. Oh god. I mean, even then, I feel like at a point they did, but I don't think they have for a pretty good while, in all honesty. I feel like Unity was the last time that they actually had, like... Oh, I guess no, because Unity... Or, sorry, not Unity. Unity had a good depiction. And then Syndicate was super... I don't even know how to really word it. I guess the best way to say it is just like they took a lot of liberties with Syndicate's world design, right? Origins was mostly accurate. Like, Origins was definitely better than Syndicate was in that regard. But yeah, like, they haven't really done even that for years. But to be fair, old school Assassin's Creed did do that. Like, you know, you play the original Assassin's Creed, and for as much crazy shit as there is with them, like, taking liberties with the time period, you still walk around, what's it, like, Jerusalem and stuff, and, like, yeah, it looks like it would have. Whoa. I'm sorry, did you just spit, like, holy flames? What the fuck was that? Can you let me get a buff off real quick now that I have it? I kind of forgot that I have it. I wasn't ready. Thank you. Increases my attack damage and my defense, so I appreciate this. shit. Yeah, this one has like holy flame. For it. Ow. I'm happy that my damage scaling is at least to the point where we don't have to rely on the Ash to get anything done anymore. It gives me a lot of faith for when we ditch Sonaf again. Which, you know, everyone keeps joking, but... Or people keep joking saying it's never gonna happen. Like, I'm never going to drop this sword. But we're getting close to the point where I'm actually going to drop the sword. Especially now that, like, damage scaling is actually coming together. Tree Spirit 7.0. Still putting that holy build together? Yeah, we're cutting it a little close on the DLC preparations, maybe. I got time. Oh, shit. I don't have my shield out. What the fuck? I don't even know what I did there. I also just sprinted through an arrow. Like, I swear, I could have just seen it wrong, but I swear that it phased through my body. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Old school Assassin's Creed had historians on the team from the areas they were doing the games for. Shadows has a Canadian woman who's infamous in Japan for a historically inaccurate book about samurai. Is that true? I haven't heard about this one. I mean, Canadian, like, it would make sense because Ubisoft Montreal. They're the ones making it, right? Isn't it Montreal? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Hold on. Don't they do Assassin's Creed these days? Oh, I guess they've always done it. Yeah, Montreal has just kind of always been the Assassin's Creed studio. Now that I'm looking at it, they've done like every single... Yeah, they've done every single mainline Assassin's Creed from the original. Look at me, I do know my Ubisoft studios. I don't know if that's something to be proud of or not, but I do. It's hard to keep them straight. There are so many Ubisoft studios. It's ridiculous how many there are. It gets so hard to keep track of all of them. I actually didn't watch the Assassin's Creed, like, gameplay. So. Yeah. We're all in a quasi-gay relationship. I wonder, like, that... It sounds ridiculous, but, like, historically... And I feel like Japan might have been different just because of, like, the culture there. The culture that's even still there, like, nowadays. It's very recent that things have started moving away from that direction culturally in Japan, but I wonder if there's actually something to that, to be honest. Because, like, regardless of how Japan may have received it, you know, to that extent, it could just be, for lack of a better term, you know, internet terms, copium. But, like, historically, soldiers in a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say ancient. I'm like, what's coming to mind is ancient societies, like shit like Rome. What am I? Athens, all that sort of stuff. Feudal, yeah, and Rome and stuff. But a lot of them did, you know, because of their lack of availability for intimacy with women while doing the whole soldier thing, living the lifestyle, they would be intimate with each other. So I kind of do wonder if there is something to that, or if it's just this insane batshit theory book. I could see both being equally true, is the thing. Makes me kind of curious about it. Oh God. Oh God. It's like how prison gay isn't gay. Exactly. Exactly. It feels weird to play this game with a health bar, by the way. Jess said it feels weird to watch me play it with a health bar. It feels weird to play it with a health bar. Being at 50 vigor at this point in the game does not feel right to me. Like, at all. Kratos fighting Pit from Kid Icarus. I'm Greek. Show me your butthole. I have not seen that. But I've heard so many like shit posts, like people doing the Kratos impressions and just yelling random shit, that I can kind of imagine it.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
Surely. Do you sell any keys,
and of course,
patches?
We can do business if you like.
Potentially?
Patches Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you.
So that would be nice. Oh, I already bought his. Oh my God. What's a guy got to do to find stone sword keys these days? It's getting rough out here.
Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor? I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
Can you do a Kratos voice? Probably not.
Cheers for that.
Maybe old Kratos, but it would have to be really loud. Old Kratos, I just haven't played the games, so like I have a vague idea of what he sounds like, but not really. Like Christopher Judge Kratos, I've heard, but I'm not like super familiar with it. And it also might hurt my voice because it's really low and it's low and rough, which doing a low voice is fine for me. Like I can do it. Doing a rough voice is fine. I can do it. The two of them together really hurt my throat. Doing them both at the same time is a combination that is not fun. Let me go to the map real quick and check that I actually got the noteworthy stuff in Mount Gelmir, because I feel like I missed a lot, to be honest. I feel like I remember the area having a lot more going on than what I just did. And it, like, look at that. It looks so sparse. It doesn't even look like I did a whole lot. Maybe, I don't know. Let me check. Interactive map. Hold on, chat. There is stuff here along this ledge that earlier I was like, how do I get there? And so now I'm wondering again, how do I get there? The other side of the manor? Do I have to go through the manor to get there? Oh, the west side of it? There's stuff down there too? Oh yeah, I guess there's that. Maybe that's why I remember there being so much more. Second opinion, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. He's a funny guy with how he's making genuine connections with people in a weird way. Yeah, he feels less like out to screw you over in this game outside of like the first interaction in the cave. And more like just a weird dude. But like kind of a nice dude in his own special way. I like it. How the fuck do I get from that village with the tibia mariner? Shit, which one is that? Is that this? Is that Windham? Oh shit, is it that? Oh, hold on. I might see it, actually. How do I get up this? Where's my steed? It looks too steep to climb. Oh, there's also just an invisible wall there. Thank you, Miyazaki. Hold on. I see on the map. Oh, that. Oh! Hold on. Wait, what the fuck? There's stuff down here. Oh! This is just considered Mount Gelmir. The fuck? What do you know? Exploration. It's a wonderful thing, chat. And people say that we play Elden Ring the wrong way here. I think we play it the right way. Holy giant bug. Another ash that I'm never going to use. Huh. Oh, and there's a seed here? That's the last one I need to get another flask to. Ah, fuck! I thought I was closer to the Grace than I was. I would have fast traveled. Look at this. Feels like I'm playing Zelda right now. This is like a magical discovery. Good Zelda, too. Oh, wrong thing. Oh no, I need 5? Fuck. Okay. I thought that I needed 4. I was wrong. I was like, oh, that's my 4th golden seed. That's huge. Never mind. Not Breath of the Wild, then? That's what I meant. At this point, I've just fully embraced the meme that I hate Breath of the Wild. I wonder how many people actually think that I, like, fully just dislike the game. There's a lot about the game that I dislike, but I still like the game. Although, I am being completely genuine when I tell you... I don't know which one of them is my least favorite Zelda game, but it's either Breath of the Wild or Tears. That is completely genuine. That one of them is my least favorite, and the other one would be my second least favorite. I just don't know which one. I feel like I'd have to replay both of them to even know. And that's like a 300-hour endeavor that I'm not exactly jumping at the opportunity to get to, if I'm being honest. Oh, they're just wrong. I'm not, though. I'm not, though. You had something glowing in the Grace menu? One of the options had a gold circle. What? What is this whole, like, glowing options in the grace menu that people are always on about? I feel like people have been telling me that this is a thing since, like, my first playthrough, and I've just never seen it, like, with my own eyes. Everyone's always like, oh, you have something. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I have? I don't see anything. Huh. Hold on. This is like the main path. I thought this was going to be like a side path. What was back here? Fuck, bitch. Uh-oh. Check the menu. In the first or second update, I've just never even like actually been able to see it. So I don't know what the hell people are talking about when they say it. Well, there's basilisks. Yeah, thanks for the death blight alleviating boluses. What a useful item, FromSoft. Am I wrong to say that, like, if I'm in a situation where I'm getting hit with death blight, there's never going to be a time where I'm like, oh yeah, let me just stop and like pop this item real quick to get rid of the death blight buildup? What? Never have I thought that to myself. This has 2. Oh. Why have I not done this before? And I should also be putting one here. Yeah. Markers of where I need to come back to once I have enough keys to get in. Maybe during Fortisax. Wait, what? What during Fortisax fight? Oh, the Death Blight buildup? Maybe. I feel like it's just a stupid item. Because, like, with all the other boluses, it makes sense, right? Like, oh, if you get poisoned, pop this to get rid of it. You get Scarlet Rot, whatever, etc., etc. But with Death Blight being something that, like, once it procs, it's instant death. You have to use it preemptively to get any benefit. And if you're in a situation where you're actually going to use it preemptively, you're actively being attacked by an enemy that is causing the buildup. So when would I ever have time to use it? You know what I mean? It seems like a bit of a pointless item. I mean, in theory it has a point, but like in practice, not really. It sounds like a great idea, but in reality, it's not. This is what I'm getting at. Oh, God. I really don't know which... PvP status buildup. It's the same thing there. Who's gonna let you pop a bolus mid-fight? And also, who's judging a Souls game based on PvP? Come on. It's the same thing. I say it all the time with Armored Core, because Armored Core has a lot more people who are like PvP oriented by comparison to Souls. But like, it's a single player game with a tacked on PvP feature. Like, PvP is not a, what's it? A pillar of the game sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's there, but it's not what the game is designed around. Like, the game isn't designed with PvP in mind. The PvP is thrown on at the end. And that's all of FromSoft shit. That's not just Elden Ring in particular. It's genuinely all of FromSoft's games do that. Like, they make a single player game and then they toss on a PvP mode. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah! At least I'm not dead. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Is there anything tucked back here with the jellies? I feel like there should be. Aha! Watch it. It's a crafting item. Not have been more wrong. I could not have been more wrong. 4-answer PvP was incredibly good back when servers were active. Yeah. A lot of the FromSoft games that have PvP, like the PvP is super fun. It's just like I've had a lot of people, particularly with the Armored Core community. Again, I've really not had any of this with Souls, but with the Armored Core side of things, I have a lot of people who like evaluate the game's design based purely on the PvP experience, and I'm like, you guys, that's not like the intent of the game's design. I'm not even gonna say the whole intent thing again. People are sick of me saying it. That one word. That one word. It's a very important word, though. Very important word. Ah, finally. All PvP builds run some kind of status effect. I'm not worried about PvP. Oh my god, you know what is annoying? Having those markers on the compass. Alright, we're in. PvP is what people stay for? That's a bad take. Look, Mickle, you tend to be a haver of good takes, so I'll cut you some slack on this one. But that's a bad take. Would have been more worth. This one is further back, so I just came back to this one first. Hey, if we're lucky, this cave will have a key in it. If we're lucky. I've had that before. You know, you get one key back in these dungeons that require 2 to open. Souls PvP sucks ass. I really don't enjoy it, personally. I haven't played a Souls game yet that I've, like, been able to get into the PvP. Armored Core PvP, I think, is pretty good, but even then, like, when people are talking about... And Armored Core 6, I have a slightly different mindset now. But, like, when I'm playing the Gen 3.5 games, and I say that, like, oh, this part really isn't very useful, is it? And people are like, well, can be good for PvP. I'm like, you guys... You guys, what? You're good at PvP, it's fun. I just don't think that Souls PvP works all that well. I think that Elden Ring PvP only magnifies the problems that Souls PvP typically has, at least from what I've played of it. Although there was that big PvP overhaul after I tried to get into the PvP in this game a bit, so this might be very different nowadays. But at least for like the first year of this game, it felt less like a skill check and just who could make the better one-shot build, especially in Elden Ring, like more so than any other Souls game I had tried it out in beforehand. But they did do that big overhaul, so maybe it's better now. But at least for a while, it was really just... It was genuinely just like, who has the better build that can kill you faster? And in particular, the one-shot builds were just rampant for a while. I'm not even worried about the ganks. It was just like, it was legitimately a build check. And Armored Core has a similar problem as well. Because again, like the games are made for single player. They're not balanced with PvP in mind. So what you get is like stuff that's perfectly fine, still no hidden path. What a bitch. I just kind of saw the note and hit the wall instinctively. You get stuff that's totally fine for players to have in PvE. But then like PvP, it's just, it makes it so not fun. I just want to hit things with big sword because it's fun. Yeah, I'm not a PvP guy at all with Souls. Armored Core, I think adding ranked was a really fun idea. I think there's still a long way to go with that. In terms of like, you know, Armored Core has added this ranked mode now to kind of be like, yeah, we're kind of encouraging you to actually take PvP a little seriously and have it be like a core pillar of the game. But at the same time, oh my holy health. Like, FromSoft's netcode is still just absolute dog shit. Like, does not allow for competitive fair play very much. Actually allows for a lot of builds that can use the poor netcode to their advantage and get free wins just because of how the game works in like the back end. And weirdly, Armored Core 6 isn't doing the thing that that Elden Ring did with its big overhaul update, where like parts are balanced differently in PvE and PvP. So you just have a lot of, like, at least what you did have for a while was PvE builds coming in and ruining PvP. But then they started nerfing those builds. But the downside to that now is that they've also been nerfing those builds in PvE. Which is not, in my opinion, the direction that should be taken with that. In a FromSoft game, I don't like that they're doing that. I really don't. This is the grace. Seen wacky clips of bazooka lag? Yeah, bazookas are still a big problem in AC6. And I could, like, I know why FromSoft's netcode is super wonky, because Elden Ring uses the same netcode as well. Elden Ring doesn't have as many problems that come as a result of the netcode. But it does use the same netcode as AC6, and it's really flawed. Like, incredibly flawed. And I've taken the time to, like, break down the technical aspects and figure out why their netcode is so bad. And it genuinely, like, once you know what's going on with it, at least for me, it makes me go, how the fuck are you gonna add a ranked mode when your netcode works like this? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Just outdated or what? It is so outdated. It's ridiculous. Like, we're talking stuff that honestly would have flown back when they made, like, Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. It doesn't fly nowadays, especially when you start, like, adding a ranked hopper and encouraging people to take the game seriously. The biggest problem in Armored Core that, again, isn't as big of a problem in Elden Ring, just because the game is a much slower pace and it's nowhere near as projectile-oriented, and even then, to double down on it, the projectiles move much slower in Elden Ring, and the players move much slower in Elden Ring. But in Armored Core terms, it's in both games. what they're doing is they're using peer-to-peer netcode, which is fine, but it means that your connection quality, like how well the netcode is going to work, is purely based on like how far are you from the other person in terms of like where you live, as well as like, even though I'm on Ethernet, if the other guy is on Wi-Fi, there's going to be a lot of problems with like desync and stuff. And they don't have any actual lag compensation, like at all. So what they do, what they have in place of like a proper lag compensation system, I said I wasn't gonna do this, but here we are, and I'm too far in at this point to stop. Instead of having proper lag compensation, what they're doing is they're using primarily Elden Ring, or sorry, not Elden Ring. What's it? Armored Core actually has a couple of exceptions to this rule, but primarily they're using attacker-sided netcode, which TLDR on that, it literally means that when desync happens in your game, if I hit the other player on my screen, the damage goes through regardless, even if I didn't hit them on their screen. And vice versa. If they hit me on their screen, but on mine, I was like 10 feet away from them and they swung, I'm still gonna eat the damage, even though it didn't look like it should have connected. It literally is just a matter of, if the other person hits on their screen, damage goes through, regardless of desync. Which is where I'm like, oh, did I get brud because I had this grace and I thought that okay. Yeah, I got brud for being stupid. I didn't know what the bruh was earlier. I forgot about this grace. Whoops. Anyway, we're here now. So yeah, their netcode is super dated. Like I said, it would have been fine back in like 2010. That's kind of just how online netcode was working back then for the most part. But nowadays, like we have like rollback nowadays. And rollback is like one of the 7 wonders of the world. Like, it's amazing. It is like genuinely the greatest innovation in lag compensation netcode. It's to the point where like it's down to such a science, and it's not even expensive for developers to implement it anymore because it's just become so commonplace. Like, so many people are using it now. Not everyone's using it. And some games nowadays do have wonky netcode. Like, very recently, X-Defiant came out. Fun game, terrible netcode, but it's a super casual game, so no one really cares. The thing is, like, once you encourage people to actually take the game seriously and play for rank and stuff, the standard by which we're judging the netcode becomes very different. Elden Ring isn't there, so I'll give them a little leeway on Elden Ring, but with Armored Core 6, I'm super harsh on them for the netcode because they added a ranked play ranked play. Because I'm super like, yeah, it's fine. If this was just like a casual, for fun experience, whatever. As soon as you want it to be like a proper competitive environment, you can't have this kind of netcode. Halo Infinite had awful netcode when it came out. They overhauled it a few seasons in, thank God. It's way better now, but Halo Infinite had some crazy problems of like getting shot around corners and stuff, just because the desync was so bad and they were using attacker-sided lag compensation, and it was rough. That's what X-Defiant has right now, by the way. Like, if you get shot and then you dip behind cover real quick, if there's just enough desync and that last bullet hits you on their screen, you're gonna die like while you're around the corner. Which again, like in a totally competitive in a totally casual game, who cares? But what in the fuck? I didn't know there was a boss here. I was just exploring. Oh, you have a health bar too. Oh, good God. Okay. I don't know what I came into. Oh, I'm just talking about the wonders of netcode and all that. You never know what you're gonna get here. You might come in and I'm doing like a proper educational talk on how networking in online games works, or I might be talking about my penis. You never know what you're gonna get. It's a real, you're spinning the roulette wheel, so to speak, when you enter one of these streams. Ow. Ah, shit. I don't think the fire is going to do a lot of damage to him. That really doesn't do enough damage to justify it either. Oh. Ow. Ha! Stupid bitch, come here. When do your iframes end? There we go. We're eating so good gaming-wise in the next week. Well, week and a half. At least I'm eating so good. Most people are already eating pretty good because Elden Ring DLC is on Friday. Everyone's excited for that, right? But also, I think it's next Wednesday? Question mark? M. Bison is dropping on Street Fighter 6. Just, you know, for the record. For any of my Street Fighter gamers. Bison looks so fun. That hurt a lot. I thought I got blocked for saying get good. No. Is it just YouTube doing like the error thing that it does? Is that all? I hate that shit. When the messages just like stop going through and it's just like, oh, an error has occurred. You normally have to refresh the stream to fix it, at least in my experience. Ooh, let me chug this too. God. I have a lot of souls, Mr. Worm. It's bad? Is it just like you're getting blocked near constantly sort of bad? Keeps happening? Thanks, YouTube. Hey, Neil, what do I need to do? Huh? What do I gotta do to get my chat to work again? My shit's tweaking too? Great. Thanks, YouTube. Oh my god, his head is under the ground. I can't get my crit. Game of the decade. What the fuck? And he's teleporting into the lava pit. What? For those two things to happen back to back, like, what are the odds that I just saw both of those occur within like 10 seconds of each other? Oh my god. Musan, please. Hey chat, experiment. Everyone type I can chat smiley face and we'll see who can and can't. Who is free and who's getting blocked by YouTube. Let's see who. Let's see how this goes. Little experiment for you. You only get one try, by the way. If you refresh to try to get it to go through, you're cheating. You get one attempt at this. Dumb bitch. Oh my god, the lava pool. Oh, it almost cost me the crit. I just mashed the button through it and it worked. Let's go. Oh my god. Chugs an extra flask for the damage buff, immediately loses it. What are we doing? Apparently YouTube's freaking out and no one can send chat messages. So I said, fun experiment, everyone gets one try to say I can chat, smiley face. Oh, fuck. Man, this game's really easy when you have a health bar. It's weird. Anyone else ever notice that? Elden Ring is a lot easier when you have, like, more than 40 vigor. Like, way easier. Oh my god. Alexander? Oh, is Alexander over here somewhere? Alexander? Burnt myself with bacon grease on Saturday. Been there. It stopped my I can chat. Oh, what the fuck? Alexander, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Alexander.
Ah, good sir. What business might you have in such a place as this? I hardly think you're here to temper yourself with flame, considering that fleshly form of yours. Your timing, though, is impeccable as ever. I've been making just the thing for you on my journey here. Take it. I'm sure it'll suit you to a T.
Jar, thank you.
But, it's hardly more than lukewarm here. I won't be able to temper my body such that it'll never crack again. Perhaps I'll head eastward. There's an old saying I've caught wind of. Above the lofty clouds, the icy giant's peak doth soar. Here lieth the flame of ruin, which ever burning roars. Perhaps I'll head east. There's an old saying above the lofty.
How fashionable is this jar? Not enough, sadly. I'll wear it until he, you know, I'll let him think I'm gonna wear it. I'll wear it out. Just for him. Oh my god. Mashing R1 is not working. What do I do? Chat? What happens? I thought you just press R1 to win. Okay, you can't see me. We're fine. You can't see anymore. Link would love to meet him from what I see. What? What are you talking about, Willis? Oh, pot. Link. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. Never mind. Horse? What about horse? Took me a second too. Am I the only one who thought of like Zoomer Zelda? Like, you know, Hero of Calamity Link? I can't talk. No, I was just thinking of like New Zelda for some reason. Why are you running around like a goober? Because I'm getting the real Elden Ring experience, all right? Torrent actively removes so much fun from this game. So much of the magical wonder of this game. Oh, chat won't let me. Rip Bozo? Dude, no. I just killed a magma worm. Come on, man. Can you get rid of the little fellas for me? Time I try to use it, things go to hell. YouTube seems to be breaking. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube's been having issues with stuff all week. They've been having a lot of issues. I wonder if they're updating stuff in the back end. Oh, they are updating stuff in the back end. Never mind. I do know of some big updates they're making. I'm on a freeze frame. Well, that's just the intended experience. This is an audio experience. Bonk, bonk. Ow. After missing 7 R1s on an enemy that was standing still, then losing half of his HP bar, I see why bro doesn't like PvP. Mickle, you are so likely that, you're so lucky that you are not on PC. So lucky. I would put you to shame for that comment right there. I would personally challenge you to a manly duel. Naked club man versus naked club man. We would settle it like all Elden Ring players should. Gravelstone. Is there another one? Oh no, this is just a normal bear. Okay, I was like, there's no way there's another rune bear. I was gonna lose my mind. You don't get all this fun experience. Still dusty. Uh-huh. Unfortunately, we'll never know. We've seen Summer Games Fest. I didn't watch the actual day one show. Actually, I did watch part of it. I closed out of it after a certain point. I got bored. I've kind of gotten to the point where, like, as fun as it is to watch the shows, I've kind of realized how much these shows low-key suck ass. So I really don't like, I'll watch them, but once it's kind of at that point, like the Nintendo Direct that's coming up, no way I'm watching that, especially not a Nintendo Direct. I'm so over watching it live. Because Nintendo Direct is like, I have a proposition for you. You get to watch like 40 minutes of ports of games that you do not care about coming to a console that will just offer a worse experience. And then maybe we'll throw in like one thing that's actually pretty cool. Just completely at random. They don't even save it for the end. It normally is like somewhere in the middle. And like Summer Games Fest day one had some cool stuff, but most of it was just so boring. The recent Sony showcase was awful. The only like really good gaming show in recent memory was the Microsoft show at Summer Games Fest. I watched the whole way through that one. So many like actual good trailers and reveals and stuff during that show. Ow. The Microsoft show was awesome. Like actually one of the best gaming shows probably in years. That was an insane showcase that they pulled out. Whoa. It was crazy. Metroid Prime 4, I want to believe. They said that they're not going to be saying anything about the new Switch successor. So, I'm not expecting Prime 4. Because I'm fully expecting Prime 4 to be a launch title for the new Switch. And if they reveal Prime 4, they're kind of going to have to say that, right? Like, they'll have to at least make mention of it in a reveal trailer. At least I would... You don't have to, but I would think that they would want to. So I'm not thinking Prime 4 will be there. I think whatever is there that's noteworthy will be something that's coming to Switch in, like, holiday season, and not anything that's going to be a launch title for the new system. I think it'll be cross. Oh, I definitely think it'll be on both. I just think that like when you reveal that game, you would probably want to mention that it's coming like day one on the Switch successor. Maybe that Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD port. Maybe. I won't buy them. If that's gonna be like the cool thing, that's gonna be a terrible showcase. I've become cynical with my gaming showcases, I feel like. Because it really, like, I'm so over sitting here and watching an hour of shit that I actually don't care about. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. Because you know what you can do, chat? You know what I've started doing? You wait like another hour, right? And then you wait like 5 minutes until after the showcase ends. Google the name of the showcase, and first thing, there's going to be an article telling you all the highlights of the show. That's what I do. At this point, that's just what I do. I wait until it's over, and then I go and look at a list of like, here's all the cool stuff that they just showed. And then I spend like 10 minutes watching the cool stuff, and I skip all the other bullshit that I don't care about. Xbox showcase, I had a feeling would be a banger showcase. I talked it up a lot the week before on stream. Like, people know that I was expecting big things, and goddamn was I right. I was more right than I expected to be, even. Because I wasn't under the impression that there would be a new Doom or a Perfect Dark reboot or anything like that. Like, there was so much that was so cool that I didn't think would be there. For some reason, I didn't expect Indiana Jones to be at the showcase either. That game looks like a lot of fun. It doesn't look like a game that's gonna be like, oh my god, this is amazing, but it looks like a game that's like, yeah, if you like Indiana Jones, this is gonna be a fun-ass game. Like, you'll play it once, you'll like it, and then you'll come back. Like, years later. I didn't finish that sentence for some reason. You'll come back in like a few years and replay it. It'll be a nice one and done, once every few years sort of game. Did you see how DSP hates the new Doom trailer because it's not fighting demons in space? I did see that. And like, he also, I don't even know why he tried to be like, oh, well, it's clearly not that, which it's the whole thing that's funny about that for anyone out of the loop is that the new Doom is still fighting demons in space. Like that is what it is. But even then, he also went on this rant about like how awful Doom Eternal was. which is, I've seen him play Doom Eternal. It's because he's bad at it. Why, thank you, good sir. Pleasure doing business with you. And then this will bring us back. Okay, I've cleared this route, except for I didn't do the fort, like way there. I didn't do the fort. But I did the whole wraparound. Neat path. Oh, wait. Hold on. Item. Crafting item. Golden rune. Slightly more useful than a crafting item. When do we get to fight angels in space? My boy did not play Doom Eternal. He just... What's wrong with you? Why didn't you play Doom Eternal? The fuck? Sorry, spoilers. But what's wrong with you? Actually, they might have showed that in trailers. I don't remember. Shown with an N, not showed. My bad. Don't take any of DSP's criticism seriously, especially the Persona 3 thing is the reason why you don't take DSP seriously. Have you seen the man play any video game ever? That's why I don't take his criticism seriously. Have you seen his attitude? Just in general? That's why I don't take him seriously. Still, my favorite comment recently was that I got compared to DSP because I only gave MGS3 like a 9.2 out of 10. Is he David Jaffe levels of bad at games? To be fair to DSP, no. He's not that bad. But he's close. He's not much better. DSP is really good at Street Fighter, and he's bad at just about everything else. Like, also to give credit where it's due, as much as people shit on him and say that he's bad at Street Fighter, he plays Street Fighter and he gets to master rank on like literally every character that comes out. So like, he's not a bad player by any means. I guarantee you 90+% of people who say he's bad at Street Fighter can't play at that high of a level. Like, they wouldn't be able to beat him in a match. I couldn't beat him in a match of Street Fighter. But he's bad at like everything else. Like, he's definitely a one-trick gamer. As someone who used to be a one-trick gamer, he's a one-trick gamer. Ow. Man, having health in this game is crazy. Like, I just don't have to engage with like half of the enemy mechanics. It's wild. This feels crazy to me. Now you're a no-trick gamer. It's open to interpretation, really. Hi, Smo. I do like the Smo-esque enemies with like the flames shooting out of their head. It's fun. I like those guys. Who even is this guy? DSP is a notorious... The term that like chronically online forums will use is lolcow, like lol, L-U-L, or lol. Some will use lol, but lol, L-U-L is more common nowadays. At least on Reddit. I don't know about 4chan as much, but at least on like Reddit circles, it's more common nowadays to say lol, because they just, instead of it being lol, it's now the Twitch emote lol. Notorious DSP. He's just someone who has a terrible attitude. He's a streamer and creator. Just has a terrible attitude in general. Like, not even just about games, but like to his viewers, he has a terrible attitude with them all the time. He's the kind of guy who will like go on stream and like game for a few hours, and then suddenly he'll just stop and be like, you guys, why am I not getting any donations tonight? Where are all the donations? Like, how am I supposed to make a living doing this? As he's sitting there with like hundreds of people watching him and just farming ad revenue, he starts complaining about not getting any donos. It's weird. Because like, as someone who understands how the revenue system works here on YouTube, he's making plenty without any donos. Trust me. Just like you, for real. Yeah, you know me. I always sit here on stream and I'm like, you guys, where are all my super chat? Where are all my members? You guys, it's $1. You got $1. I found the guy. Fire Scorpion Charm. God damn it. Is that it? Why did I think there was going to be more here? Why did I think there was going to be more? Why does it look like there should be more? Like, I feel like I can get over there. Maybe I can't, though. No, I don't think I can. It really felt like there was going to be more in this fort. Am I missing something? I must be missing something, right? It's Elden Ring. There's got to be something. There's no way that it's just one, like, moderately dangerous enemy followed by a staircase that has a charm at the top. Right? I fight the guy outside, like this guy in the little courtyard area. That and all the boomer gaming. Come on, it's mostly the boomer gaming. You know it is. You know it's all the boomer gaming. Also, hello, DS. Oh my god, dude, speaking of sub, like Twitch sub, you know, even not being on Twitch for a few years, that terminology is still burned in my brain. I had a fucking heart attack last night going through my Patreon stuff because there was a name in there that I didn't recognize, and it said that they joined the Patreon on like June 11th, so like 6 days ago. And I was like, oh my god, how did this guy join and I missed it? Like, how did I not? Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, shit, I haven't like added this guy to the, like at the end of the MGR video, there's not a like his name won't be in the list. Like, oh fuck. And I realized after that he had just changed his Patreon name after joining. Thank God. Because I went through my notifications and it showed his old username. And it was like, whew. Okay, not my fault. But I had like a crisis over it for all of 3 minutes or so. To the west of it? Is there anyone? Like, I've run around the whole castle. Like, the whole perimeter of it. What guy are you talking about? A regular guy. Strat for Placidusax? I don't have one. I only fought him once. Like, what's it? 2 years ago, to be honest with you. Yeah, honestly, about 2 years ago at this point. Oh my fucking god. I feel trepidation. Trepidation is a good word. I am going into the DLC. What would be like the best way to describe it? What would... Very hopeful, but also very skeptical. And I talked about it the last Elden Ring stream. It's mostly because of the price tag. And the fact that they've spent 2 years on it. And I know, it's like, it's FromSoft, dude. Like, what, you can't doubt. You know it's gonna come out right. But at the same time, it's like, we've waited 2 years. I have pre-ordered this DLC for $40. That's almost a full price game. $40. I spent $60 on the base game. $40 DLC. This DLC better be peak, and I hope that it is. I truly hope that it is. But what if it does? But what if it's not? But what if it's not? Like, there's that little voice in the back of my head that's like, I don't... it might not be. And that voice is bothering me. Never mind, I'm dumb. Wrong fort. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more here. Remember when Miyazaki said that Elden Ring is a 40-hour game? I do remember him saying that. He says the DLC is 40 hours? Jesus. All right, wrong fort, wrong castle. This is like a mini castle. Okay, now let me check the map again. And see if there's anything that we didn't do. Like around, what's it called? Around Volcano Manor. Hold on, I'm setting like the filters. There, okay. So... oh, that's Volcano Manor. That's some of the like placements on the map are they are the right placement, but it's just not gonna line up with like the actual grace sites. So I get a little confused. Yeah, I think we've done everything. Wait, oh no, we did do that. Yeah, I think we've cleared Mount Gelmir then, aside from Volcano Manor, which I think of Volcano Manor as being a separate area. Right? I kind of think of it as its own thing. It really is its own thing. It's like a legacy dungeon. Okay, game plan time. Hear me out, chat. Listen up. Important game plan thing. Important game plan thing. I'm gonna do Volcano Manor. And then, once Volcano Manor is clear, it will finally be time. It will finally be time. I want to have the whole map cleared before this. I think of this as like the transition to late game, right? Once I have cleared Volcano Manor, I am fully ready. Oh wait, Dragon's Barrow. Shit. I forgot about Dragon's Barrow. When do I do Dragon's Barrow, chat? Oh no. Maybe my game plan is off. I forgot this area existed. Ready for Moog? Ready for Lane-Dell, and then once I clear Lane-Dell, I'm pretty ready for Moog. There's no way you're gonna be ready for the DLC in time. You just gotta trust the process, bro. You just gotta trust it. We got 4 days. We got 4 days. Once I beat Piss Free, we're ready for Moog. Because then it's just like speedrun my ass up to the teleporter once I'm ready, right? And we're good to go. There you are. What level am I? 113. And I heard that the recommended level from FromSoft, I think Miyazaki said it. Whoa! Was 150, correct? I think they're recommending 150 for DLC. 150 is meta. Mikkel, why are you talking PvP at me again? What are you talking about? Miyazaki said that you should plan to be level 150 to go into the DLC. I feel like they're going to overshoot that number a little bit, to be honest with you. Because it's going to be like, what is a safe level to enter at? And I don't know if I necessarily want it to feel safe. So if I'm more like 130, I think that might be perfect. Unless I'm just massively underestimating them. But for the reputation that FromSoft games have, I think FromSoft does recognize that the majority of people who play these games are actually pretty casual. So I think when they're throwing around recommended levels like that, they're gonna be like, for the average player, with the average being a more casual player, like this is where you should go in at. Who?
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard. All tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then
Indeed.
please, kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. Worthy tarnished. Brandish the spear and run him through. The great serpent. That unspeakable monstrosity.
What quest lines get messed up if you defeat Rykard early?
Praetor Rykard's ambitions, though blasphemous, marked him a worthy sovereign, but they were reduced to gluttonous depravity once he gave himself to the serpent. Whatever that thing is.
Raya and Patches?
No longer Praetor Rykard.
I'm not really worried about either of their quest
Someone
lines.
must kill him to spare him.
Should I be?
And his ambitions from further dishonor. Worthy tarnished. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber.
The Lord's
It is
chamber.
the only thing that can kill that horror. Run it through. The great serpent, that unspeakable monster.
And Bernal? Who the fuck is Bernal? Who is this Bernal you speak of, huh? A letter. I forget that it's the very last. Old Knight Istvan can be found in Limgrave. I don't know if I want to do it. Oh, is that fella Bernal?
Hello again, brave Tarnished.
Hello.
As a scout, I am pleased to see you again here at the Volcano Manor under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
Oh.
Brave Tarn under Lady Tanith's guidance.
Okay.
You. What in heaven's name are you doing here?
You know.
The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind.
Yeah.
I hope you understand the weight of my words.
Wow.
Well, as long as you understand what you're saying. I thought you were tarnished, bred by virtue. Perhaps playing that part led you to your doubts, I wonder.
No.
But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that. This blasphemous, before you consider...
Alright. That's fine. So, what, like, with any of those three then? Like, am I missing things? Or is it just you possibly can mess it up if you don't progress them beforehand? Because I feel like I'm here, and all three of them are here, and I've gone through their quest lines up to this point.
Hello again. Welcome to Patches Emporium.
Like, yeah, I can't talk to Patches about anything. Check back on them once you've defeated the Godskin. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, for fuck. I don't like these bitches. Yeah. I know took a girl to see Taylor Swift in Liverpool last Friday as a first date. A first date. Concert? First date? Jess, are you here? False lurking? Any other women potentially lurking? Hello? Concert on a first date. Thoughts? Because to me that sounds crazy. Concert on a first date. Yeah, that's crazy. No, that's wild. Liking Taylor Swift is already a red flag. Depends how much you like Taylor Swift. That's also a joke. I don't want the Swifties on me. I know you bitches are rabid. But it depends. It's the level of investment for me, right? Praise the message and then try door. Praise the message, door doesn't work. Bastard. Only been to one concert in my life. I just feel like it's a bad idea. Free concert? I mean, sure. But like, is that a good first date? I wouldn't think so. It's like, I also think, like, I feel like a movie is also a terrible first date. Even though that's, like, way more common, a lot of people do that, I feel like that's a terrible first date. I like Taylor Swift. It depends on the level of investment. If you've known each other for a while, that's true. That's true. I feel like when I hear first date, my brain defaults to like, you don't know each other much beforehand, but maybe. They had drinks before the, okay, that's a little better. A little better. We're getting somewhere. But still, that's wild to me. They hadn't even met before that day. Shit. I only hate on Swifties as a joke. I'll take your word for it. I'll assume the best and assume that you don't just say that to not get canceled on Twitter. Seems like a really impersonal date. Exactly. Exactly. Although, one of my first dates with one of my exes was, we went and got coffee, like in the morning. And I've heard other people say that that's an awful first date. So like, I don't know. How much do I know? Because I don't, and even then I'm like, why is that a bad, Wah! Like even then I don't get why that's a bad first date. Oh shit, yeah, that's a grab. Again, same grab that I just ate. What if the guy is a Swiftie? I mean, he must be, right? He must be. Because I certainly would not have the thought to go to a Taylor Swift concert for a date. At least not first date, especially not. But in general, unless they were just a super huge Taylor Swift fan, probably not. It's going to take a lot to get me there. I'll be real with you. I'm not a concert guy in general. So going to any concert that isn't like someone who I love or just who's like a bucket list concert is a hard sell. No silly games or waiting 36 hours or whatever the rule is. Whoa. Oh, we're alive, but we're maybe not. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. Oh shit. And we're on the ground. What the fuck? How did we get here? The poison would have killed me anyway. The guy must be a Swiftie, right? Has to be. DS, confirm or deny? I feel like he has to be. There's no way that you just open with that. Like, oh yeah, you want to go to Taylor Swift? What? That's another thing. That's wait. Yeah, wait. If it's not someone who you know beforehand, and like that's the thing too. When like there is a factor of like how long have you known them beforehand, right? Because if you don't really know them beforehand, then how, like the odds of you finding a concert to go to on a first date that you're both going to enjoy the concert, those odds are pretty low. I don't really understand the etiquette. Yeah, there's like a pseudo, like, I mean, some people it's not pseudo. Some people it's like a strict rule. There's like the, you gotta wait at least like 24 hours thing. Right? Swift concert's gonna be expensive. That's the thing, man. It's a lot of money for a first date, too. Both Swifties? I'm assuming that's the case, because also, why would she just say yes to that, if not, right? I'm assuming that is the case. Now, having the knowledge that the guy is a Swiftie, they must have just both been. And maybe it's one of those things where they bonded early over their love for T-Swift. I don't know. He was using the gig as an opener. Nice. Wouldn't be my play at all. It's a risky move, but sure. Like when I did the coffee first date, that was like the one situation where we didn't really know each other beforehand, which is why I went for something very easy. Ow. Fuck. And even then, we weren't like strangers either. It was like friend of a friend sort of thing, right? Ow. That's all my relationships. I've known them at least somewhat beforehand. That was just the least of them. Not relationship-wise. The least I knew them beforehand is what I'm saying. For the record. Fuck's sake. My wording is going to get me in trouble today. So you don't realize it's one person who knows me from like high school hears this and the yapping starts. You were no stranger to love. I was not. I'm not continuing. I'm not feeding this. My friends. Does happen in reverse. It does happen in reverse. I've actually not gotten friend zoned before. Somehow. That one ex of mine though was like, I was very unsure about that going in. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I'm glad that you gave it a chance. We dated for like 2 years though. It worked. It was a good relationship. We ended on good terms too. We're still friends. But it was just like, wow. All right. Oh God. Oh God. Makes no sense. It normally doesn't. It's not even half the time. It's most of the time. It's one of those things that's kind of impossible to approach in like a consistent optimize. Like you just can't do it. It's just guesswork and luck, and you figure it out a little bit. You can find ways to make it more consistent. That's about it. Why did it end? Distance comment? It was distance, yeah. It was when we were both moving to college, and we were both going out of state and moving to like opposite ends of the US. So it was just like, yeah. But we're still friends. Currently. Skyrim is the key to the heart. Just sit and struggle lockpicking for an hour together, you'll be set. Skyrim. Skyrim. Give me a random build. Not that one. Pickaxe build. You asked, I answered. Pickaxe build. Pickaxe strength build. There you go. Do what you will with it, but your primary weapon is the pickaxe. You're welcome. Have a blast with. I saw a good weapon come up first. And I was like, hold on. We re-roll that. Okay. Maybe I should do a pickaxe build someday. That actually sounds like a really weirdly fun time. Am I wrong? Am I the only one? Am I crazy for that? I just read all of that in my head. Oh my God. Okay. In middle school, this is a tragic message to read. What the fuck? In middle school, I read and watched all of Twilight because of a girl I had a crush on liking it so much that she wanted a boyfriend who liked it. She called me gay when I said I had, and never talked to me again. That is so fucked. That is such a crazy story. What the fuck? You know, maybe it was one of those things. You know how one of the reputations, at least I've heard this reputation float around a good bit, is that like gamer guys don't, I mean, sometimes They don't necessarily want a girlfriend who's already into gaming, but they do want a girlfriend who's like open to the idea of getting into it so that they can like show them gaming. And it's apparently people have had those experiences and it's super obnoxious. I've heard those horror stories before. I wonder if it was like that, right? Maybe she didn't necessarily want a guy who was already into Twilight. Maybe she wanted a guy who she could get into Twilight. I would agree, though. It sounds like you dodged a bullet. I would agree with what everyone else is saying. Sounds like a dodged bullet to me. I fainted in the cinema watching Twilight New Moon. It was an unrelated medical issue. Just an unfortunate time. I have very unfortunately seen the Twilight movies. I know, it's awful. Ew, he's already fixed. There is that meme. Some women just want a guy that they can fix. I wonder if that's like the female equivalent of the obnoxious, like, knight in shining armor gamer boyfriend. The I can fix him girlfriend. How did I get up there again? I'm doing all this for an item that I know is not even going to be useful. I don't know why I do this in Elden Ring. I see an item and I get so fixated on making sure that I pick it up, and then yeah, it's a smithing stone 5. Who doesn't hate Twilight? Who likes Twilight? Not me. Fuck. It's why I'm only 75% nice, considerate, and put together. I saw a tweet about it recently that was like, this goes out to everyone, but please, for your own sake, do not fall in love with potential. Like, do not get so infatuated with this person who you think that you can fix and like make better, and then they'll be like the perfect partner. Don't do that. Don't do that. It doesn't work. I can't speak from experience because I have not done that. I don't know how that grab didn't get me. I should have gotten grabbed. We take it. Oh, that's a grab. Oh, there we go. I am all out of flasks. Oh, hold on. I never, almost forgot. Oh, I do need to go this way. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go through the main door. Just too used to financing. It's not even like a financing thing. Sometimes it is like, oh, you know, they have this really like unattractive trait, but surely like we could just fix that. Don't bank on that. I'm going to agree on this and, you know, wait, put in my PSA. Can't say I didn't warn you. Don't do that. It doesn't work like 90% of the time. Especially if you're an adult. You know why? Because adults have already been that way for however long their life has been up to that point. That's like whatever it is, it's gonna be a deep-rooted thing that's really hard to get rid of. Like it's just, don't. Bop, bop, bop. Unless they have read the book Atomic Habits, then they're a winner. Always. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. If they've read that book, doesn't matter. It's these expectations that lead to failure. Sorry, as I read that, the white blood caught my eye for no reason in particular. There was no joke that came to mind. None. There was not. What? I should be around. Oh no, I'm a few thousand off, but I'm close to getting a level. Mental illness adds flavor. No comment. I was going to. Not my place to speak. You guys know what sucks? You know what's considered like one of the least attractive things ever? Is when a guy mentions that he has a crazy ex. Alright? Considered like one of the biggest red flags ever. You know what sucks? Is I genuinely have such a crazy ex. She's so much better now. But like a genuinely like, oh my god, what was I thinking kind of ex. Red flag, yeah. For some reason, to me, the red flags were registering as green flags. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, looking back, I'm just like, oh my god. Like, this was just so clearly the worst idea. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Ah, the lava. Colorblind. Wait, why am I using the fire? This is not like the little hit stun animation. Just 0 damage. It's just gonna be like a resistance thing. No, they're fully immune. Lava worm. Makes sense. Just make sure you have 911 on speed dial. No, that is the worst though. Because it's like, I cannot even mention those experiences generally, because it's seen as such like a negative thing. Oh, stream is bugging. What the fuck? It's my OBS. I see it. I see it. What's going on here? Oh. Now we're fine? Now we're fine. Okay. Sure. Couldn't read the signs because he can't read. True. I have a crazy ex who's a psychiatrist. I was going to, but I am not going to. Okay. I'm going to try to fix it. Hold on. Thank God that can was empty. What did I just tasky? Good job, Cole. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Hold on. This should fix it. This is weird. I've never seen anything like this, but let's see. Hello? We fine? We chilling? Does it work? Oh, I'm not clicked into the game. I'm like... Looks like it works. To me. From what I can see, I think it works. Looks pretty good to me. Chat, start yelling if it freaks out like that again. I just gave her the old reboot. Ow. 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 What's the best sandwich meat and why is it Cajun chicken? Best sandwich meat? This is a good question. I have a tendency to ignore red flags. Well, I certainly do too. Clearly. I apparently once on stream said slightly too much about one specific experience with that relationship. So there's like maybe 1 or 2 people floating around who at least know enough to maybe verify that using the term crazy X there would be valid. I don't know when I said it, but False came in one day and actually knew way more than I thought she knew. And then someone, I can't remember who, it might have been Jess even. Someone else in chat was like, oh yeah, you did mention that once. And I was like, I did? I thought there were like 5 people on this planet who knew about that. Like, when did I just let that slip? You can run in lava and poison swamps in New Game Plus, only in New Game Plus. I did not know that. What the fuck? Why is that a thing? It sounds unintentional, but that's so weird if it is. Like, how would that even happen in the code? There's no way that that's intentional, right? Because Elden Ring doesn't have anything else like that where like core behavior changes on New Game Plus. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just one time I apparently slipped like, I don't even know how much I said and how much I didn't, but I think like details of one specific story with said supposed crazy X on stream. And I guess it would have been a long time ago, I think. I don't even know. There are so many hours of stream VODs out there that I'm not even worried about people knowing that I once slipped it, because it would be... You'd either have to get so lucky and like pick the perfect VOD, and then you'd be able to figure it out within the span of like 3 or 4 hours. Or you would just actually have to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours binging Chole VODs to try to find it. Like, the odds of someone going back and finding it are so low, and now this is gonna sound like a challenge, I'm realizing. That's fine, you're never gonna find it. I'm sure it's intentional. Michael Zaki. They do less damage in New Game Plus. What do? Oh, like poison and stuff. If it was only one of them, I would think it's a bug. Well, it might be something with like the initialization of the game. On my way to False for the story. I doubt she would repeat it. And even then, I don't even think it was like a full story. I think I just like mentioned something like offhand that I normally would not have. I'm assuming that even without me explicitly telling her not to ever mention it, which I haven't told her that, I'm assuming she just won't because of my shocked reaction that she even knew as much as she did. She still doesn't know the full story, by the way. She never got it, for the record. There, in case anyone was like, I wonder if maybe like afterwards, what's it called? Afterwards, like she got the full details. She did not. She's still... The story is still a mystery to everyone, like I said, like outside of like 5 people on Earth. That story is a complete mystery. Didn't expect strong foe. Did you see the clip of Asmon saying that he hopes the MGS3 remake isn't political? I did. I did. Well, there are... Okay, this is a thing, by the way, that I've encountered through the Metal Gear videos. Whenever I've, like, said that there's a strong political... or, like... yeah, like a strong political message to an aspect of the Metal Gear games... I've had people get really upset with me and tell me that the Metal Gear games are not political. Like, there's genuinely a group of people out there that strongly believe that the Metal Gear games are not political in nature. They're out there. I'm assuming with Asmon, I don't know this, but I'm assuming he just has not played Metal Gear before and probably just doesn't know what he's saying. But there are people who have and will genuinely, like, die by the fact that they are not political games. What? I know, it's insane to me. Because, like, you play, especially, like, Metal Gear Solid 3, like, you play MGS 3, and, like, the core of Snake's character arc is so inherently political. You'd have to be off your rocker to act like it's not, right? Like, the game, not to spoil for people, but the game is literally about Snake, like, being used by his government to do something that he would never do otherwise. And once he finds out how used he was, he ends up with, like, a strong hatred for his country because of it. And there's a lot more to it than that, but that's, like, how I can say it without spoiling things specifically. Like, that is the simplest, least spoilery way I could talk about it. But, like, it is very inherently political. It's a game where the main character learns that he can't trust his own government. Like, that's one of the core things, right? It's crazy to say that it's not political. I think these people are mistaking well-written political commentary that's well-written into the story for the stupid culture war topics. Yeah. That is absolutely what's... Well, a lot of people... This is maybe opening a jar of worms, but I've said this before, so fuck it. I am historically pretty critical of, like, the anti-woke movement because I think that it's very fundamentally flawed. But a lot of people within that movement even just think of political as, like, anything that doesn't match my ideology is political. Anything that does match it, no, that's just normal. A jar of worms? Did I say a jar? Elden Ring is getting to me. But yes, a can of worms is what I meant. Did I say jar? It's on brand for the day. It's fine. Acolyte is brain cancer. Acolyte sounds awful from what I've heard. Like, I don't know how much of it is hyperbole and how much of it is literal, but from what I've heard, it sounds pretty awful. Because I always try to be fair and just wait until I've seen it for myself. I don't think I'm going to watch it. I'm just so tuned out of Star Wars that I'm at least not going to watch it right now. And especially with the internet, a lot of it does get exaggerated and is hyperbolic like 90% of the time. So I don't know. But if I take what I've heard at face value, it sounds like it's dog shit. Oh, fuck. I got caught healing. I didn't think he would attack that fast. Feels strangely vindictive again. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Even MGR is political. Yeah, dude. MGR's final boss, like the silly, funny meme game final boss, is a United States senator who wants to burn the entire country's, like, infrastructure down and start up, like, this new anarchist utopia America. That is, like, genuinely the main villain's motivation in the funny meme game in Metal Gear. Like the most lighthearted and silly game in the series, that's the main villain. To say that the games aren't political is so insane to me. Why do I come back to weird talk? There's nothing weird about this. False. It's called having a discussion like adults. Just Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, just Metal Gear things. Also nanomachines. Sorry, had to say it. Also, Mikkel said based. I'm not gonna lie, kind of based. But also, he's one of those villains who's like, yeah, his motivations he's like a Thanos villain. Where it's like, yeah, his motivations kind of make sense. Like, the dude's got a point. But like, the way that he goes about it is so batshit crazy that you can't like let him do it. He's like that sort of villain archetype, you know? I love him for that. Senator Armstrong is so good. I love that guy. Everything about that character is just so fun. Fucking love him. Oh my God. Like, if you watch a single scene with Senator Armstrong in it, you're immediately just gonna be captivated by that man. It is so crazy. Lighthearted is stretching it. It's not stretching it. Like, it has some darker themes, but like the general tone for the majority of the game is super light. Which is something that I kind of got at in the video near the end, is like, it kind of, like, the game feels a little weird sometimes in terms of like writing. Because like, you know, the game also, one of the main plot points revolves around like harvesting child organs. But then in the middle of investigating all of that, you'll get a character who just like smiles at you and he's like, kids are cruel, Jack. I'm very in touch with my inner child. Like, what? What are you saying? Do you hear yourself? What are you saying you're in touch with your inner child? What are we talking about right now? Or you'll get Raiden in a fucking sombrero and a poncho saying adios amigos. Like, the game tonally is all over the place. It makes no sense half the time, but it's just fun. The Maxor video, I haven't even seen the Maxor video. That line is just fucking stupid. There is no ruining that line, it's just a stupid line. The DNA of the soul. Yeah, one of the main villains, as we're talking about taking down like a child organ smuggling ring, also just starts giving you a lecture about memes. And he doesn't mean memes like internet culture memes, but like, they made the game in 2013, so that's how literally everyone interpreted that. Everyone who acts like that's not how they interpreted it is lying. They did interpret it that way, and then later they realized like what he actually meant. That's the rising level of dialogue, and it's great. It's a really fun game in terms of writing. It's just, it's so all over the place. You really do go from like Raiden talking about his childhood trauma and organ harvesting to like adios amigos and DNA, the memes of the soul. And I'm trying to think, if it isn't Saucy Jack. Best entrance line ever, by the way. Armstrong just walking out of the cockpit of a Metal Gear and going, well, if it isn't Saucy Jack. What a stupid fucking line. I love that game. I need to replay it immediately, I think. What a stupid game. In a fun way. Good stupid. Good stupid. I talk all the time about good stupid. It's a thing. And Metal Gear Rising is like the definition of it. Cowabunga, go ninja, go. What did that just say? Oh my god. I should have, at the glory hole spot in that one dungeon, I should have said offer tail. That is so funny. That is so funny. Offer tail being a thing that you can say. I just knocked my camera off. Offer tail is so fucking funny. Did you know that there's a dodge? I do now, false. Thank you. Rump is also a word. Yeah, but tail is so funny. That is so good. I feel like I have to talk to everyone here now since you guys told me to come back after Godskin.
The letter left for you.
Oh, I did.
That is the task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erdtree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands.
Too late to the party. Yeah, there's a lot of comments like that on the Metal Gear videos. There's a very good portion of the Metal Gear community that's like super gatekeepy.
The letter describes the task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck.
Malakath thing. I don't really want to do the Hitman quest. I normally don't. I'm better than that. I am.
Brave Tarnished.
Hello.
Under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
All the ones about the dodge. The dodge comments are crazy. Because, like, I did fuck it up.
Brave Tarnished. Under Lady.
But, like, so many, like, there's comments right at the top of the comment section that I have responded to or hearted or, like, whatever, explaining that there's a dodge, and I'm still just constantly getting more people who's like, you dipshit, there is a dodge.
This blasphemous path leads only to.
How dare you?
Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that. This blasphemous path, before you consider.
Okay, maybe Patches has more? So far, no one here has more.
Hello again. Welcome to Patches Import.
Nothing with Patches either.
Try to find-
Churches, or no, temple. Temple's what I want. I'm more shocked there wasn't a your mom joke. I couldn't find a good spot for it. It's one of those things where like they pop up a lot, but they kind of pop up like as I think of them, right? It has to be a situation where it's natural. I could try to sit there and like skim through the script of Metal Gear Rising to find a moment to throw one in. But if it's not natural, like, I don't want to have to force it. They show up as they show up. Like when I played Portable Ops and there was the really good one where I'm dragging, dragging the body with Johnny and he's grabbing her booba. Like that, I immediately, when that happened, I was like, oh, mother joke, booba grab. The MGS3 one was also just like, I watched the scene and I was like, yep, sex joke. Originally, it was just going to be a sex joke. I literally, I wrote down in my notes about that scene, I put in brackets, sex joke. And then as I was writing, I was like, oh, it could be about your mom. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. That was the origin. Come up with the most forced your mother jokes. No, I don't. Your mom. I don't force them on stream. On stream, they're natural. Was there a your mom joke? No, the your mom joke started with MGS3. I hadn't thought of it up until that point. Well, it wasn't even gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna put them in every video. I just did that one, and then people got super pissed. Like some people, not most people, but some people were like actually upset with me over it. And then like the next video after, I got comments that were like, no, your mom joke this video, question mark. And then it was like, okay, as I think of them, I'll keep adding them in. What was the one that I did recently? I don't remember. I don't remember what the other Metal Gear one was. There's a third one in the series somewhere. Oh, MGS4. MGS4, Naomi, and Vamp. I was trying to think of where the other one was. Anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Oh yeah, by the way, it's that time. I looked. Why not about both? What, you mean their dads as well? Oh, I have such a short window to maybe do that. Because I could do that. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're doing this. We're on the catch-up game. I need to get through Lane Dell. Once we're through Lane Dell, we're chilling. So I just got to wrap up Volcano Manor, get myself over to Lane Dell, get all the gear, then we'll be good for Friday. DLC launch on Friday, by the way. If you didn't know, now you know. We'll be here playing it. Probably. What else are we doing, chat? What am I doing? Oh, tomorrow we're playing Ocarina of Time. We're playing Zelda tomorrow. It's gonna be, the Zelda streams are a really good time. I would recommend them. Come back for that. Come back for any, we're playing a lot of games right now. Too many games. I need to get through some stuff. I need to wrap some stuff up. Come back for any of it though. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, leave a like, algorithm stuff, blah, blah, blah. Links are in the description for anything outside of like YouTube that you want to engage with the community with, things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever, they're down there. Other than that though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see all of you back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.